chaplaincy moment. Here we go. Okay, so I was just thinking, what do you do when you think you know what to do and the Father's like, no, that's not what we're doing? Let me show you what happened, okay? I'm talking about Luke 9. And I'm gonna start at 12, and we're probably gonna go at least to 17. Okay, you ready? I hope you're ready. If you got a Bible, go ahead and grab it. All right. I do love this thing. I love this book. It has like 4 versions because that just helps me. It gives me life. Anyway, I'm reading the ESV, by the way. So it says, late in the afternoon, the 12 disciples came to him and said, send the crowds away to the nearby villages and farms so they can find food and lodging for the night. There is nothing to eat here in this remote place. It sounds like destitution. Sounds like not enough. Sounds like they did their basic calculations. Sounds like they were just being matter of fact. We don't have it. Okay, y'all need to go somewhere. That ain't how the Father felt. Well, Yeshua felt. Let me correct myself. Yeshua said in 13, but Yeshua said, you feed them. You thought you was going to do that? You going to do it. Then he says, then they say, but we have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, they answered. Or are you expecting us to go and buy enough food to feed this whole crowd? For there were about 5,000 men there. Wait a minute, you're going to give us an assignment to do to take care of these people? Did you not notice, Yeshua, we only got 2 fish? We only got 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. What we going to do with 5,000 men? I don't even know about their wives and their children. Who gonna feed them? Some of these people gonna have to go home. We can't feed them. And Yeshua said, you feed them. Well, how exactly are we supposed to do that? You know, when people give y'all them crazy things to do, and you're like, now how exactly are we supposed to do that? Can you break that down for me? Because I think maybe we see 2 different, bank accounts, or maybe 2 different pantries. All right. And then he says, Yeshua replied, tell them to sit down in groups of about 50 each. So the people all sat down. He gave instructions. And 16 says, Yeshua took the 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up toward heaven, and blessed them. Then, breaking the loaves into pieces, he kept giving the bread and fish to the disciples so they could distribute it to the people. They all ate as much as, I bet, with the version, you got to turn the page. I want to say they all ate as much as they wanted to, and then they picked up the remains, essentially. But let me go ahead and, they all ate as much as they wanted, and afterward, the disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftovers. Okay, I want us to look at that again. One more time. Okay, so the problem was, at first it wasn't a problem. The people were following Yeshua. Have you ever noticed when you start doing what you're supposed to do for the Father, and speaking the word, living the word, you start finding what a crowd is flocking to you. And you're like, wait a minute, Father, all these people